clearly, we have worked with ING Vysya on international clients in the past, and we look to continue with that. So the exact detail of how that will work, we'll still have to work out. Remember, we only had our board meeting today.
So from what I understand, in the combined entity, your stake is about 6%. Can you tell us your plans about what you plan to do with that stake? I mean, is there are reports that you might want to exit in the future? Do you plan to sell it?
Well, right now we're focused on actually getting the maximum value we can from that stake. Clearly, it is subject to regulatory approvals, and we still have to go through a lot of process. But what we're looking to is to actually, as I said earlier on, drive the strategic benefits that we have from the merger, and therefore create value not only for ourselves in terms of the stake that we hold, but for all the stakeholders.
Can you tell us a little more about these strategic benefits and the synergies that arise out of this combination? And
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Well, the first thing is that what you see in the combined entities is a much broader and a much deeper geographical coverage in terms of the branch networks, particularly in the key cities.
Right.
Secondly, we also see a much broader product coverage that's available to a much larger client base, both in terms of the number of clients, but also in terms of the customer segments that it serves.
Right.
And clearly, that will allow us to grow the revenues faster than we would if we were separate individuals. And so therefore I see great benefits. It's not about reducing costs, it's about growing revenues, and I think that's got to be a good thing.
Since you're talking about great benefits, is it fair to assume that ING is not looking to exit the combined Kotak Bank for now? And can you tell us if you have a lock-in period, do we have some commitment from you?
Yes, as said earlier on, we have a lock-in period for 1 year, and in that time we look to see how we can really grow the business.
Just one last question. There are various approvals, regulatory requirements that the bank has to meet. Can you take us through what those are and what is the timeline for when the merged entity will come into being?
Well, I think as Mr. Kotak said earlier on, we're looking to try and get everything up and running sometime in April, but there's a lot of steps to go, and let's take it piece at a time.
Can you tell us what those regulatory approvals are that you require?
Obviously, we need approvals from the Reserve Bank, other approvals, including the Competition Commission, but there's a few steps to go. And the board meetings only happened a few hours ago.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow, and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.